Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you for being here. Thank you for calling yourself crypto lifers and being part of the live stream. I hope you're pumped. I hope you're ready to get it in. We're going to be into the charts like we do every single day. It's a beautiful Saturday night here. It was dang near 90 degrees, 85 here on the East Coast. Hope you enjoyed the beginning of the summer months. Really, the spring is turning into summer, and it's a beautiful time. The leaves are on the trees. The flowers are blooming. The daffodils and the tulips have died. It's over. Those first flowers that come out are done, and it's time to bloom, my friends. It's time to bloom. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. If you watched what happened in the live stream yesterday, unbelievable. If you were in the trading group today, unreal. I can't believe it. We got a new indicator that is banging it. It's like 7 for 7. I got like some hair near my eye. It's 7 for 7. It's been banging on them. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let me show you what I see here. I don't want to waste your time. You probably want to go watch basketball. I know. I get it. This is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. There's a look that this could eventually, even if we come up here, eventually break to the downside. However, for now, we can let it have fun and do its thing. We thought maybe this was an inverted head and shoulder here that could break to the upside. It was negated, but there was an idea. There was a 68% chance it could break out. It did not. However, it got extended and fell lower till we got a little bit of bullish divergence. We see it on the 7-minute time frame, and you can see this sharp downtrend here, but here you have a bit of an uptrend in the RSI. That is bullish divergence, and there we have it. A little bit by this green R2 has been established on that point. So it says we should break up 68% of the time out of a falling wedge, and the bottom of the channel to the upside 15 minutes suggests that we will get a bit of a pump. Look at that. You've been on the channel. I've had my face on the screen for less than a couple minutes. You've already have a projection of where I believe Bitcoin will go. I do this every single day because I've been working on Bitcoin all day long, like all day long. And honestly, this channel has been funny to me because I could bring it up here and make this the channel. I could bring it down here and make that the channel, or I can map this the channel. Either way, I got to leave something out. Like, this was the best bet I could find. This pushed out, that bounced, this wicked, and this was on it right there. So I had, even though I don't like to include wicks and candles and candle bodies, sometimes you just got to do what you have to do, So, but this is definitely the shape that I see happening here. 50-minute to the upside. 50-minute breaking up to the upside to 29,734 is the measured move. Is that going to happen? There's no guarantees. If we break to the downside, it's very bearish when falling wedges break to the downside. The measured move will have us a little lower to 29,000. The battle for 30K. And has the dollar topped out? I want to talk about that. I want to break it down. We're going to get into the dollar. We're going to get into the alts, though. It's fun. It's fun Saturday. We don't have to go into I don't do the Dow Jones today because the Dow Jones isn't open. I look at a little bit of the Dow, so it's a little freer, a little funner. This is the crypto market today. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to anybody that did damage in the trading group today. I saw a lot of people taking profits, waking up to profits. We're going to talk about the profits that we took. We're going to break it down. I already kind of did it in the private screen share today. We were up at 8 a.m. in a weekly screen share. It's been recorded and posted to the group. If you want to see that, jump on in. Shout out to 190 people on the live and 100 likes. Thank you to each and every one of you. I am jumping in a little early today because the Celtics game's at 8:30. I figure I'm going to be battling primetime networks and stuff like that. So I jumped in a little early to give you guys the stees and to jump on out of the game. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I thank you so much for your precious time sharing it with me. I'm the Crypto Lifer. Every single day we do a live stream, Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. and Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So check this out. This is my projection for Bitcoin. However, 15-minute is pushing up and didn't really get too much higher. So what the bulls need to see is we need to break above 29,500. Until we break 29.5, we're just not happening. 30-minute does suggest a bit of a push up to the upside is happening. And the 1 hour is turning here, and we're at the bottom with a higher low. 1 hour suggests we will get the push up. Just going to have to deal with what the 50-minute wants to do. So we want to breach a bit of a shoulder ahead and a shoulder, another inverted that could eventually get us to the upside. I would play the 1 hour. Also, the 4 hours in our flavor with a bend tip there, showing that, see how it's bending. Sorry, it didn't sound right, bend tip. You know what I mean, though. And I didn't say it, though. I'm going to move on. I don't know what to say. Anyway, so I don't have a bent tip, just to make it clear. It's pretty straight. This is getting crazy. Anyway, so this is pointing to the upside here. And, this is coming. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, so the 1 hour and the 4 hour both in our favor for a pump to the upside. When I see that, I submit that there will be a pump to the upside. 15-minute may come up and come down again, find its way And anything is possible. 50-minute could create the dump and they could fight us. But right now, there's a higher probability we go up than go down. Measured move is to the top of this channel and to resistance at 29,700. All right. Let's see if Bitcoin can break above this resistance at about 29,000 and back into 30K. But that will be a whole nother story. Lower volume on a Saturday. We went sideways most of the day. But we did predict that Bitcoin was at the top of the channel and it would head downward channel. And that's exactly what it did. Pretty interesting, right? So, and yeah, we called this beautiful short for Bitcoin. If you were in our trading group, we projected the M and called this beautiful short to the downside. Then we found the inverted head and shoulder with a beautiful pump back up to the upside. It's been amazing trading the last few days, I have to be honest. Bitcoin has created a lot of volatility for the alts. The new coins on KuCoin have been popping. So if you're in like a blue chip gem that's like a blue chip coin that's like attached to Bitcoin, like Link, Dot, hasn't been the best trading, even though there's been some in and out moments. But if you've been if you've been trading the Phantom 3L and Phantom 3 tokens, it's been amazing. Anku, light in the absence of eyes illuminates nothing. 27,000 subs are climbing and fast. Shout out to each and every one of you. We're about to hit 26,900 subs. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you so much for being a part of the live and kicking it with the lifer on a Saturday night. We keep it real. We keep it kicking. And if you're down, if you had a down day, if you're not feeling good about yourself, we're here to bring you up. We're here to rise you up. We're here to tell you that you will have an amazing life. Things are going to look up to you. You can make money in a bearish and a bullish market. It does not matter. You know, I go to my testimonials. I absolutely love reading them. They're absurd. Look at this guy. Don't tell my portfolio this is supposed to be a bear market. Been in the group just over a month and can't stop banging it. If I was a better trader, this would be way higher. Full steam ahead. I'm ready to fly. Up 600% on his portfolio. Up 600%. That's a 6x in a month. What would you do if you 6x your month? Turn 10K into 60K. Turn 1K into 6K in 1 month's time. Just wanted to say thank you. Never learned more than in your Discord. Joined about a week ago. And it already paid out. Discord is paid. 3 Commas is paid. TradingView is paid. Just from what I learned from you. And I don't pay people to say these things. I'm telling you right now, these are all genuine, insane. Did a session today. All can I say is good stuff about Sam. Can't wait to see what's to come for me in the new space. I have day traded the stock exchange for over 5 years. Really glad I took the time to sit with the lifer. Note, made $1,500 on OGE. This guy is doing something right. The $100 to sit with him, I made it back today. He wrote that a few hours after we had our one-on-one. I remember that day. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. So see what the people are saying. Join the Discord, please. Link is in the Discord. Also, let me link that in the pinned comment because it's important. Because the Discord is spreading love. People are getting it. And we're growing very, very fast. I'm super happy to see that. And we're helping people. I see people every day say, hey, I would have lost tons of money had I not joined the lifers. Hey, I started this short. I never learned to short, but I learned and I made money short in the market for the first time in my life this week. Thank you, lifer. You know, we give people skills to survive in a market that's volatile, that's up and down. We give people the skills to survive that gets them where they need to be. Just read the testimonials and jump on, and you will absolutely love it. I love the people that I meet in the group. They're spontaneously fun. They're energetic. They're positive. They believe in themselves, and they want to make a positive difference in the world, and that's the people you want to be around every single day of your life. So, shout out to BC in the Matrix. Should I go long now? You should do whatever makes you happy. Amy Bertie. We love you, Amy. Anku, did you figure out why the indicator gave a rocket and then dumped 33% the next day? I got it. People pumped out of nowhere the last 2 days. Yeah, Peoples was banging on them for sure. 228 lifers watching from around the world. Just one click will help the others from the lifer community and will change lives. Thank you for the 122 lifer likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Highly likely we do get a push to the upside. However, we got to break above resistance. Anything could happen. We could hit resistance, not get above it, and dump to the downside. So anything is possible for Bitcoin. All right. So I see Bitcoin moving to the upside. 1 hour and 4 hour. 15-minute could dump us. Let's watch this level. Make sure we don't go lower than here or here. And that's it for Bitcoin right now. Like, we can come back to it in a little while. But, you know, I expect this to break out to the upside. We might make a retest on the 7-minute, smaller time frames, or make a little bit of a flag on the 15. But, you know, probability says that the 1 hour and the 4 hour will take us to the measured move at 29,007. However, we're still bearish. And to me, we could even get rejected here. This could end up staying in this channel. And this channel could break to the downside once you get overbought on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the daily time frame, and you don't get back above this high. So remember, when the daily decides to roll over and you don't make a previous high, so when the daily decides to roll over here because it's getting overbought and you're way below the previous highs, you have to submit that this is a bear flag that's probably going to break to the downside. We'll talk about that in a second. But right now, for the temporary time, and just to make it really clear, long term, I own a lot of Bitcoin and I keep buying Bitcoin. I shouldn't say a lot of Bitcoin, but I own Bitcoin. It's the biggest thing in my entire portfolio, crypto. It's the biggest thing in my portfolio, period. Stocks, money, you name it. I don't own any stocks. I sold them all for Bitcoin. Back when Bitcoin was 9,600, 10,000, I sold every stock. I said I'm done. Smartest move I ever made. Thank the heavens. And, you know, you know what? I'm a Bitcoin maxi to the day I die, man. I'm either going up with the plane or down with the ship. It is what it is. I figured out through my research that I found something that is going to pop. And it's the scarcest resource in the world right now, and nobody knows it. And they don't get it. And the second they do get it, they're going to be flocking to it. And everybody's going to be running for it. And we're already going to have a bunch of it because the lifers were already stacking when nobody was paying attention, when nobody cares. Now, the people in crypto, it's an old story now. We're kind of sick of it. We're like, no, we can't be, you know. But you have to remember, the rest of the world has still not woken up. You're living in a dream that most people have not even entered yet. I'm telling you right now. You're just sleeping. We're in another realm. We're on another planet they have never entered yet. And once it happens, they're going to want it so bad. And they're going to FOMO so bad because the masses FOMO so bad at the worst times. Bitcoin's going to win 100K. They're going to wish they had it. They're all going to start buying at $150,000, $110,000 once it rips out of this bear market. I'm telling you right now. The smart people will find groups like this. They'll get converted by crazy gurus like me that are deep into crypto. They'll learn. They'll get information. And they will eventually find their way to crypto and before everybody else. So that's the key. So we're trying to save people. Hit that like button. Save somebody's life. Help them find a financially sound asset that has gone up hundreds of thousands of % in the last 10 years. Ran circles around any financial asset in the world. Bitcoin, it's already won. It's like this. It's like if Bitcoin was a boxer and Bitcoin's beat up every single, heavyweight champion like 10 times over. It beat up the dollar because Bitcoin was a penny at one point. And the fact that it went to 70,000, it beat up the dollar. The dollar did not buy things. $1 was never worth 70,000. But one Bitcoin was definitely worth $100 at one point or more. It was worth $1,000. My point is, you could have bought 1,000 Bitcoins for $1. That's my point. You could have bought 1,000 Bitcoins for $1 not too long ago. Can you believe that? Let's think that again. You could have bought 1,000 Bitcoins for $1 when it was like 0.0001. I mean, right? Now, I'm just saying, 10 years ago, $300 would have turned you into a multimillionaire. How is that even possible? That's insanity, right? It's true, though. It's true. It's true. And I'm not saying it may have gains like that again. The ship is sailed for large gains, but I still think it will 100x to $3 million from where it's at. 10 years from now, you're sitting on 100x. So I think less than that, somewhere between 5 and 10 years, you're going to 100x your money. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say, I shouldn't say you're going to. I believe I am going to 10x my money. I'm going to 100x my money in the next 10 years by holding Bitcoin. But again, I may be wrong. My friend bought 1,000 worth of Bitcoin in 2010 and lost his private keys. I don't want to hear those stories. Those are horrible. Bitcoin is Tyson after biting Holyfield's ear. Finally, get to see the live on a bigger screen. Need a larger Sam. Shoot me the charts, bro. Shout out to Dan M. Man, I love your stream because you are so serious. Good luck, man. Thank you so much. I love you, brother. 12K Bitcoin would be a buy of a lifetime. Maybe it will come. Maybe not. Alchemist, we never know. I would love it. Bitcoin goes the distance. What's the lowest it can dump to? Bitcoin is the Mayweather of crypto. Listening while driving home from work. Shout out to Jay Fabian. Hope you had a wonderful day at work, Jay. Hope you took it in stride. Hope, Saturday work isn't easy. Hope you had a good time, though. Hope you like your job as much as you can. And you're on your way to a beautiful family, or at least going home to watch something that you like or do something that you want to do. Meet up with friends or do something that you love. Facts, most people still have no idea. Shout out to Michael Hoferica. I love you, Michael Hoferica. Will I be okay just holding? I have Crow, Ada, Ape, Shib, and Luna all bought in the past month. I mean, we could go lower. There's a chance that I can't tell you what to do, and I'm not going to tell you if you're going to be okay or not. That's up to you to decide. You have to find out if you're going to be okay. Do Kwon spelled backwards. Now KO'd. So crazy, right? He was now. And there's the breakout that we talked about that we would get to the upside. Bang, bang, bang as the crypto lifers win again. and we break through resistance, and the falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. We told you what would happen. Let's jump on out of here. Bitcoin doing its thing. We started immediately at the beginning of the session. We talked about Bitcoin. We broke it down, and there you have it. The love, love, love. Let's take a look at TOKO. I traded TOKO last night. Pump to the upside, back to the downside, but made a nice pump. Now it is possibly that it could make a move, but last night, what did we see it in here? This was me last night. I'm looking at TOKO. If you're in the trading group, and I just want to say this because if everyone in your life, you're at work and you want to go to bed, you're done, you can't handle it. For instance, if you're in the trading group today on a Saturday, I just want to show you what you got today on a Saturday. On a Saturday, okay? We take no days off here at all. The elite traders were banging them out, posting charts, talking about different things. Unbelievable. Shout out to my elite traders. Love each and every one of you, okay? I just want to see, like, I've been super active today. It's been an insane day. Last night, I will make a promise, blah, 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 yep. But look, I looked at this, bang, right at the beginning. Now, I'm not blah, 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 but, you know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. That was a special thing I said to my people that follow me and are in my trading group. But look at this. This is a tight pattern. Highly likely to break out. The stochastics were pointing up. MACD had a lack of bullish momentum. I don't really care about the MACD as much. Falling volume and falling price in a bull pennant. 68% of chance break to the upside. Nice place you can put the stop loss. 200-day moving average moving up, which eventually puts you between the stop loss and the price action. 200-day moving average in between. That's a really good sign. Could you make the move? 42% gains for TOKO. So if you look at it, this is what I saw last night right here exactly. 3 hits in the bottom of the pattern. I mean, this was a textbook pattern. I got to learn on BTC. But this was a textbook pattern. Length of the pole was the back end here. This was where I was going for, right? Measured move. Almost hit it. And if you go back in time here, and you look at it, so I posted around here like this, and bang, I would wake up to gains. I put a limit order at 24%. It would go up even more. Shout out to any lifer that jumped on in. Gains on gains for anyone. I posted that at 10:54. We would bang on them like a few hours. And look, and then I said moving. It started to peak out at 10:57, starting to move there, and then that trade would just continue to pump. I would fall asleep, and I would wake up to gains. This is my first post the next morning. Wow, it went up 37%. I got out at 24. Beautiful trade, right? Who wakes up to money on a Saturday at 7:30 a.m.? Only the crypto traders, 24/7, baby. Only crypto traders, 24/7, baby. True story, I was exhausted. My feet hurt. I could barely see the screen. I scanned the market for 20 more minutes, and I found TOKO. I pushed through and got rewarded. I love working hard. No one can take it away from you, all right? Then we did our private screen share from 8 a.m. to 9:30. It was awesome. You know, we went over Bitcoin. We looked at things. I did a Bitcoin update in the morning. We posted some gains. We hit IDEX for 39.97% last couple days. We hit TOKO for 37% last couple days. A bunch of gains actually coming in here. We put FORESTPLUS for 69.5, and that was the new indicator that we're building here. We're building an indicator. Again, a rocket ship entry right there. That was also turned into a yellow diamond, but bang. And that would go up right immediately from that center, okay? And, yeah, we've just been piling up the gains the last overnight. It's been pretty awesome. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in and calling yourself crypto lifers, being a part of the live stream, and dedicating yourself to crypto. If you're a crypto lifer, you are dedicated to crypto. You truly believe crypto is going somewhere, and you're willing to dedicate your time and patience with me here every single time I'm live to give me the respect, to give yourself the respect, to learn about cryptocurrency, to be in a part of an amazing environment, and to just grow with each and every one of us. So I love you all. Thank you for being here. And I couldn't do it without each and every one of you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. What happens sometimes is a little bit of this. This is what I've been doing here. You can kind of get a sense of when you break out and break back into a pattern. This is something that I've learned over time. Again, it's not perfected, and you won't really get taught this traditionally, right? Chance this could break out. You take a look at the 1 hour as well. And then, you know, Bitcoin wants to get frisky, and this thing's been hot the last couple days. You know, is there a chance that this keeps continuing? You never know. I'm not saying it will, but I'm just, you know, putting it out there. Duquan spelled backwards is now KOD'd. I know, someone was just saying that. Abdominal rigetti spaghetti, thank you for saying that. Now KOD'd. It's so crazy, right? Honestly, it could be a joke, in my humble opinion. You could have been a pawn set up to beginning. I got something weird to talk about. You want to bring it up? We might as well bring it up. You guys want to talk about it. So let's jump into the news real quick on the Saturday night segment. We like to throw some news at you guys and keep you guys moving, okay? Court documents reveal Do Kwon, now KO'd, dissolved Terra Labs Korea days before Luna crash. A revelatory discovery of legal documents could provide greater context into the catalyst of the infamous Luna and USD price crash. The dramatic story of the Terra Luna crash, referred by some as the Lehman Brothers of crypto, has taken yet another remarkable turn, as legal documents reveal the liquidation of 2 South Korean offices and the dissolution of the Terraforma Labs Korean corporation in the days preceding the dual currency collapse. An issue reported by South Korean news outlet Digital Today. The information obtained from the country's Supreme Court Registry Office highlight that Do Kwon successfully instigated the liquidation of 2 branches and an entire company. Both the Busan headquarters and the Seoul offices were slated for dissolution during a general shareholders meeting on April 30th, with their demise being actioned on May 4th and May 6th, respectively. The timing of these decisions has raised suspicions within the cryptocurrency community due to their potential correlation to the events compromising the financial obliteration of Luna and UST. Who knows, man? You never know. Someone could have had like a picture of his family member and said, hey, if you don't do this, you never know. You never know what someone is put up to, what they're going through, what's happening behind the scenes. I'm telling you right now. This world is vicious. We may never know. We may never find the true story behind the scenes. The truth will set you free, but sometimes curiosity kills the cat as well. So it all depends on how far you want to go, Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all, and you know that. You know that. Bitcoin ends the week. But you know why? Because I believe love is the strongest frequency. So if you want to step into a room and be strong, step in with love. You want to show the world you're the strongest guy or girl in the game? Use love every single day. If you use love, you will be the strongest person on the block, strongest person in the game. Because love conquers all. Love is the strongest frequency in the world. And that's why I use love so much. Shout out to each and every one of you. I love you all. Bitcoin ends the week on the edge as the S&P officially enters a bear market, down 20% from its latest peak. The S&P now meets the definition of bear market territory. Bitcoin's been in a bear market for months. Arthur Hayes only to serve 2 years probation, owning up to BitMEX's AML mishap. So they don't care. Millions of dollars up and down, insider trading, swap, pump and dump, whatever you want to do. Slap on the wrist for PHNX, no worries. That is a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Could definitely dump to the downside as well. I'm not saying to trade this at all. And again, you can't trade anything that someone shows you on YouTube. If you did, you'd be a complete fool. I hope you are actually, have your own trading style. I can teach you support and resistance. I can teach you what the stochastics RSI. You can watch me over and over again begin to play things out, and you begin to learn my trading style. But by no means should you just blindly buy things because of something I'm saying. I am not a financial advisor, and nothing I do and say or should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor, okay? Comb bangs on him to the upside. Unbelievable. Comb up 115% gains for Comb. That's interesting. We've been looking at this IX swap for a while here. It's been holding this crazy. See this? It hasn't broken this support line, which is kind of a previous spot of resistance in a way. 1 hour desperately wants to pump. I mean, when the 1 hour is low like that, 4 hour does not. Let me flip all my moving averages, make sure I'm seeing something right. Chumpy Valley could do some more damage in a while. People was hot today. Look at people banged on him to the upside. Look at a bit of a shoulder, head, and his shoulder, and people would bang on him. HORD hot right now. 4 hour coming down. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. You know what? That's interesting. And everybody send in a super chat. Talk about a deep dive. Let me know about a coin I've never heard about. School me on what's next. School me on what's new. Let me know. Let's have some fun tonight. It's Saturday night. Come on now. I'm always super serious Monday through Friday. We're getting to brass tacks. I mean, we're talking about serious money. We're making trades. We're getting it in. We're looking at all different things in the market. And we got a lot of people on wanting to know the skinny. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. 322 people, 190 likes on this impromptu Saturday night at 7 o'clock. I did jump in a little early. Okay. So HORD might be in a bit of a falling wedge here. Could break to the upside. 1 hour could bust us up. Let's take a look at the 15-minute for entry. I don't like to get when the 15 minutes entry and curving down. I like that to curve back. We might go sideways for a little while. I might miss my exact look there. If you stay tuned towards the end, we're going to do the lifer indicator for a second, and we're going to look at coins on the lifer indicator. I'm going to show you what the lifer indicator did real quick. So I had an indicator. Me and my buddy, I started a trading style. My buddy figured out, hey, we could make it into indicator. We started working together. We go back and forth every few nights. He works in Japan, so we find times to chill, and we just keep tweaking this thing little by little. He's been programming the heck out of it, adding so many different insights, and oh my God, he's amazing. And anyway, so now when we look at it, it's pretty much, ready to be tested publicly in a way. So I've been testing it publicly in front of everybody, and it's been pretty outrageous. So what we did is we took $50 and we're saying I'm going to turn $50 into $100 publicly. I made 3 trades already. It turned it into $69, 11%, 10%, and then 17%. Pretty awesome. I should have put it in my own trade there too. But I just want to show you last night, right? It's calling a bottom for Forest here. So I looked at it last night, and I said the indicator is calling a bottom for Forest Plus right there at the zone at the bottom of the channel. And then I pulled the measured move up 42% gains, possibly, right? So, I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I was like, whatever, let's double check it. Let's see. So we duplicate this, right? We get rid of all my other indicators, and we throw Forest Plus on. I'm about to blow your mind, guys. You're going to see something pretty nuts. I think we've cracked the code to how to, because my way of trading is I look at the daily, back test back to the 4 hour, back test back to the 15, back test back to the 1 hour, back test back to the 15, sometimes back test back into the 7. And I have a congruent way of following back tests through with alert systems that create a chain event. And I'm using multiple time frames at once to fine tune the position. And it's I didn't really see it before on YouTube. I guess people have done it. I never really saw it, but I'm sure it exists in some way. I can't be the only person to trade like this, but it's definitely unique to me. It's my own little thing. And so my buddy was like, yo, we could turn this into something real. And you guys are witnessing history right now. I'm telling you, I truly believe that. And I'm not trying to be pompous about it. I think this guy that I hooked up with, just the way we linked, we're just meant to meet. We were meant to meet. It feels so, it's proper. So I'm going to slap the indicator on right now. And towards the end, we're going to do some deep dives with it just to show you some stuff, just to give you guys a little taste, keep you guys hungry. I know the lifers need some fun to get through this bear market. So we're going to have you excited, But you look and you just see what else this says on the indicator, It's actually giving a sell signal right there so far. It gave a rocket ship right there at that bottom, and that would have given you the bottom right there to the upside. Take a look at the 4 hour time frame too as well, just to see what it's going to give you. Yeah, nothing really crazy right now. It is getting lower, though. Interesting. Yeah. All right, we'll jump on out of there for a second now. Bitcoin is still a great price. Yeah. Love banging it with you guys. Bull USDT. Let's take a look at Bull USDT. Let's take a look at TIDAL for a second. So TIDAL's been banging on them. We talked about TIDAL here. Hit a bottom for it too, and it would bang to the upside for gains. Let's take a look at where TIDAL is now. See, it's kind of still in a bigger chart in a way. I've actually seen a lot of this exact pattern on a lot of alts. This double bottom on the back end. So, TIDAL getting tight again on the 15. 1 hour double bottoming could pump out of that. Definitely could. Bit of a shoulder head and a shoulder there. I'd be wary. Take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours pointing to the downside, although it could kind of spin out. There's a chance. It's been hot recently. It's been hot. If you're a high risk person, you could go against the grain and try to trade that. I think there's better trades out there. But if you're high risk, there's a chance the 1 hour does pay you 3 to 10% depending. As long as you make sure I go after 3 to 100. Any more, but I go after just 3%. If I get any more than that, so be it. We'll take it. And these are vector candles showing you. It gave you a bottom call right there for TIDAL. Interesting. Look at that. That diamond right there is a buy signal. 27% gains already for TIDAL. So kind of already gave you the money in my mind. Now it's going sideways for more. Hasn't given another signal yet since then. When you read the lifers' testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Yes, TIDAL was good to me yesterday. Shout out to Saus, TST Staus, Bison 9. You're the man, dude. YGG and Dar have been ripping today. Crazy stuff. Gods Unchained up 300%. Yeah, it's crazy. I do own some Dar. Some Mines of Darlinia. Darlarnia. That's what it was. And so how do you, just so you know, I just like to show people what did you, Bitcoin's kind of in this, could Bitcoin break out of this funny pattern, Bitcoin's in the same pattern. I'd like to see it do what this did. It broke out, it retested, it broke out, it retested. Trying to retest yet again here. Mines of Darlinia. We take a look, or Darlarnia, sorry. Mines of Darlarnia. A little overbought there on the 15. 1 hour, 4 hour already had its day. Nice little move, though. Anyone who jumped into that, I did not. 20% gains of that. And then, yeah, God's Unchained has just been on a tear. On an absolute tear. And that's what I'm trying to show people. Micro caps are blasting off while everybody's freaking out. We did have a fractal on that. Thought it could stay in this pattern, drop down, drop back up. So as hot as it is, it's really still not breaking previous highs. It's not that bullish in the sense of an uptrend. It's still in a downtrend, technically, even if you, but that's the thing. You can still make 300% every few days on these coins. Like, so who cares what trend they're in? Learn how to pimp them, learn how to pop them, learn how to, just take them for what they are. And that's what we do here on this channel every single day. Like Forest is continuing now, up 80. It went up even more. Look at this. And this was our call today. We put it out last night. You can see it on the channel. I don't mean to... it sounds like I toot my own horn when I'm just really going over what we did last night. It's calling the bottom for Forest here. I'm just saying. I thought we'd only get like 42. Unbelievable. And no stop loss got hit there. It didn't even question. It didn't even go lower after that. It would just continue up from there. My traditional TA had it like this. Look. Without the indicator, I had this pennant here, see? And I had shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Breaks out 68% of the time. Then you had a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. It broke out. Came back, retested the neckline, basically, and then pumped hard. Unbelievable. And then continued to pump. It's up 153% now. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Yes, it would come back down a lot, right? Still up 61, but this thing would go up a total of 149%. And we called the bottom last night. At exactly what time? At 8:55 p.m. On a Friday night while everyone else is bugging out, drinking. I quit alcohol. I'm home alone, and I don't mind saying it. In the charts, doing my thing. I'm going to become a multi-billionaire while everyone else is playing games. I'm going to be here focused, stacking Satoshis with my mind so focused. Lovelace banged on him to the upside. This thing's up 69%. Someone said that it was one of the coins that we went over on Token Metrics. Lace. Let's see here. Was it really? No, I don't see it, but maybe. Pluton, though. WireX. Luffy has been getting some movement. If you hear what Luffy is, Luffy's been getting some movement. Magic Internet Money as well has been on the radar a little bit. Luffy has been on my radar, though. You might want to write Luffy down. Just because of what it's been doing. Flexcoin, Nest Protocol have also been on the radar as well. All right. Wow, Lace just banged out of the falling wedge to the upside. Phantom 3L went up nice, but then banged on him. Yeah, so you said Yield Guild Games as well. What you do is, this is how I play these, see? Wow, look at that. It's got a big measured move, too. That thing's continuing to pump. Hero 3S looks kind of fun to me because it pumped earlier today and it's been channeling all day, right? If I pull a mini fib on this, right there, 706 Fibonacci level bounced off. We're in the golden pocket basically right now, 0.65, 0.618. I mean, that's accumulation zone possibly, right? It's been hot. It's in a falling wedge. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. What does the 4 hour look like? 4 hours got momentum, so I've seen more come out of that. Doesn't mean it's done yet. I've seen a lot come out of that, actually. Let me delete the Fibonacci. I don't really need to see that now. Let's flip back to the 1 hour. Take a look at what the 1 hour is cooking for us. Trying to flip. I have seen movement out of that despite that. You know what? Despite the hot, because this coin has been hot and it just went on a bit of a tear, chance you do get a move here on the 15 minute. Just be careful. 15 minutes coming down a little bit first. Looks like it's going to like kind of roll over a little bit. Go to a lower low before it continues. But we shall see. It's on my radar now, though. I kind of have it being watched because it's getting oversold in that 15 minute. It could get a nice pump to the upside. All right, and the indicator pulled off CWEB. It said it like CWEB. I jumped on in with it. Let's see what's going on. We've been kind of stuck in there for a while. So it did actually eventually pump a little bit. Indicator called CWEB right there. said that's your bottom. But since then, we've been up 1%, just kind of dabbling. Nothing has happened. Lack of volume. 15-minute got overbought as well. Says we could come to the downside. However, the 2-hour time frame is breaking out and says there's more to come. So interesting. We shall see. I'm still just trusting the indicator blind right now, letting it do its thing, letting it play out, not questioning it, just buying it blind. Focused on winning. Life recruit for life. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Sneaky Pete Vaporizer in the game. Love you, Sneaky Pete. PR looks like it's trying to pop with DAR and Y. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Forgot to mention 6100. C98 coin looking a bit good. Let's take a look at C98. I played that for like a few grand one day. It was really, really nice coin. C98 here on KuCoin. Wow, I had a huge pump. We were a little late to the party there, huh? Very late to the party. Look, that was, you know, that's what you want right there. That's the special sauce to the upside. Go to a smaller time frame to see a bit of a flag. Trying to flag out here. I don't know. Not a huge fan today of that. Ooh, what was that? See, this looks kind of hot to me. Buy Buoyancy, right? Which is buy. That looks scalpable for sure. Yes, you can go sideways for sure. Let's take a look at the bigger time frames. You always want to check your bigger time frames, everybody. Don't push it on smaller time frames. 1 hour does want to make a move here. It's getting tight. See? So the 1 hour could blast up on you, which is nice. So you could scalp the 1 hour. 4 hours coming down on you. So you're fighting that, you know. So if you end up, this dumps on you, it doesn't play out. But the 1 hour and the 15 minute suggests possibly to this resistance or this resistance, and it might just recede. So if you play it, I would play it for 3 to 10, 20% and call it a day. You know, you don't stay in these, oh, I didn't, you know. But there's a chance that does bump to the upside. I would watch it closely. It's on the radar for a possible move to the upside. Buy, right? Which is Buoyancy. But, so we say 1 hour is oversold. 15 minute is also oversold. But the 4 hour, right, is overbought, which it means proceed with caution. All right, proceed with caution. All right, keeping it moving. Man, Roar could be on the table again. Looking good right now on the 15 4-hour and all low on the Stokes. Yeah, I mean, sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm with you on that. This is a bit of a cup and handle beginning to form here on CAS, C-A-S. Let's take a look. This is a cup here. Starting to form the handle. Kind of let the handle find its way. You're at resistance right here, right? So what you want to do is you want to see a handle form. Yeah, if the 1 hour is high, and you want to project an idea that you'll make a handle. I love this type of stuff, and I keep my alerts down here for the projection. I want to see it kind of play out in a later time frame. Tone, look, shoulder, head, and the shoulder did try to break to the upside of the measured move. Still has room to go, actually, on the 1 hour. This is technically a neckline that's breaching. Oops, sorry. This is a neckline that it's breaching right here for Tone. You're on a rising wedge that breaks down 68, but you break up, that breaks out parabolically. It's double bottoming, and it says it's trying to get some legs. Measured move would be a pretty big move out of here to the upside. T-Food, Tone. That's going to be resistance right there. Move that up to that point and to here. Possible 20% again. And Bitcoin looks good on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So there's, you know, when Bitcoin looks good on those time frames, it's good for the altcoins. I'll put an alert down here for Dream to reset. I wouldn't jump on it right now. It's a little hot. This thing's been hot, and it's starting to make a shoulder, head, and a nice right shoulder. Possible cup and handle, too, and forming a bit of a falling wedge here. The falling wedge breaks out. It completes the right shoulder and breaks to the upside and has a measured move. Oversold in the 1 hour as well, and this thing's been hot. So I wouldn't be surprised if you got a little pincher out of this one. Anything is possible. I'd be looking at it for myself. I don't know. At the same time, you got to find what makes you happy. 38% gains on a scalp of that nature. Let's take a look at the 4 hours. At 2 oversold? No, it's actually in a good sweet spot. Could be bending back to the upside. 15 minute also has momentum. I have this on a radar. Bit of a savvy cup and heady to the upside. Yeah, there's your cup. There's your handle. this thing could do some damage, you know. Stop loss below the 200-day moving average. Use that as support, and you know, I like what I'm seeing here for DMTR. It's going to want to make me bring it out and get the double confirmation from the indicator. What is the indicator telling us? Let's take a look. Let's see. It should pick up on it. Yeah, see, it's giving us a buy signal right there with the diamond. If I think it's hot, then this indicator is hot because the indicator is built off my brain. So if I see something hot, the indicator technically should bite. It is giving a buy signal right now for DMTR, technically giving a buy signal on both the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. That's special. That's your diamond. Doesn't always have to play out. I'm just saying, but there's a high, more likely chance that this break to the upside. DMTR. Thank you, love, for being our teacher, our mentor, and friend for a lifetime. We are blessed to have an angel in our lives. Roar if you have a moment. Shout out to Love Learning. Calling me an angel, that's insane. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciated that. You're an angel, if anyone. I am just a mere man. But thank you so much for the love and the support you've given me throughout this time. You've helped me mature as a man, as a family man. You've been a great support system for me. Love Learning. I love you with all my heart. You have been the angel in all of this. If anyone has been an angel, it's been you. All right. So thank you so much. Bitcoin bearish flag on the 1 hour. That indicator looks really cool. When are we able to buy the indicator? I'm going to have to test it for about another month. We're hoping for a summer solstice release, June 21st. That's going to give me about a month to really, really sit with it. I don't want to pass anything out that I don't have 110% feeling behind. It's got to rock. It's got to feel solid. So I'm publicly testing it in the group right now all the time, right? But DMTR does look hot to me. It has all the bells and whistles. It's got the cup and handle. It's got the low stochastics on multiple time frames. It's pushing up on the 15-minute with momentum. If it breaches this little area here, this is our first resistance. We want to get above that local resistance. Then we can play around that. Rejected by here, bounce off the local resistance again. This thing could make a big move. I could see 36% tonight technically out of DMTR, but anything is possible. Always use a stop loss. And I am not a financial advisor. Please get yourself one or do your own due diligence. If you want to learn how to draw these cups, handles, support, and resistance, figure out how to set up your proper risk management and make sure that you're putting everything where you need it to go, I highly suggest you either take the beginner's course every single Tuesday from 3 to 5, which is a live course. A lot of people do not offer live courses. I do every single Tuesday from 3 to 5 Eastern time. That's New York City time. And I believe the last Saturday of every month, I also do the course from 9 a.m. to about 12 p.m. at night. 12 p.m. not at night, 12 p.m. during the day. It's a 3-hour course. Jump on in. I'll give you everything I have and more. Shout out to each and every one of you who have taken the course. I greatly appreciate it. People are signing up to the course a lot. We already have like 7 or 8 people in the course. I think that's some of the most we've had in a weekend. Going into Monday. So shout out to each and every one of you. You can pay with cryptocurrency or PayPal. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com to jump on into the course if you would like. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Okay. SHIB may be in the works to partner with Red Bull. That would be awesome. I would love to hear something like that. Liver, could you take a look at PYR with your indicator? Always signed up for this coming Tuesday. The indicator, you want me to use the indicator? And look at this thing starting to move right now, already breaching, starting to make a bit of a move. DMTR. To the upside, right? What I'll do is I'll put PYR with the indicator in the trading group, but only in the trading group. So if you join the trading group, you'll be able to see it. Oh. But again, I mean, everyone wants the special sauce. It took me 15 years. Then I had to meet Danny, and then he had to have the brain he had to be able to see my brain. Like, this indicator is so unique, it should not even exist. It should not even exist. I should still be at work, taking yes and no from my boss. I should be working a 9 to 5. I should not be online right now. I should not have met Danny through Japan. I'm just telling you. So wow, so amazing. And I have been just buying these yellow diamonds, right? Which I know what they mean because I know how they were created, but that's the idea. Okay. That's the idea. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on it. JSMY just did great. Look at that. 23% gains. Now it's flagging out. This coin does lovely, doesn't it? And look, the indicator gave you the diamond right there. The diamond would blast out. 23% gains for JSMY. So that's just, I'm just showing you how it kind of, called this bottom here for a nice swing. Called that little swing. Try to call this a little bit of a swing, but in a downtrend, it's not perfect. And there's other things you have to learn. All right. Thank you for the lovely 226 likes. Everybody, let's get the like. We usually get the likes up to 500, 600, 700 on the weekday. Don't disgrace the lifer fam. Hit those likes button, baby. Do the right thing, each and every one of you. I know you can. Shout out to the 300 people on the live, 226 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? All right. We go over Bitcoin dominance, total 2, all sorts of stuff. So look, tweezer tops and rejection at the 15-minute area. And look, that's resistance. You can see because you got rejected here, you tweezered here, you got there, and you've bounced here. So this is a zone of support and resistance. And look, you just decided that you weren't going to break the zone. Bitcoin said, no, I'm not going to do it. Just not going to do it. I mean, could I extend the top of this? You could kind of say it's still in a channel. I feel like it did break out, and it may be retesting, breaking back up. Could be making the shoulder, the head, and a right shoulder here before it breaks to the upside. Look for the 50-minute to reset, and for us not to go any lower than hopefully this area right here at 29,370. That needs to hold. You break this, you go back into the pattern that's bearish, and then you could actually dump to the downside. In any moment too, I don't like indecisive 1 hours. They're bending here, but I've seen them let go and just drop to the downside. So that could happen. Right now, I'd watch the 15-minute. How do you stop that from happening? Well, you watch the 50-minute or the 7-minute for some type of flag or movement here. So right now, you can see the 7-minute is forming a flag. Let me slap my moving averages back on. And what you're going to do is you're going to project this flag right here. You're going to hope that you stay in it. If you do, the 7-minute can loop back to the upside. Let me not move that. Let me just move the flag. The 7-minute can loop back to the upside and get to the measured move here at 29,595. And so what you're looking for is the Stokes to reset back down here, hit this alert that I'm going to set here. And that's my advanced theory projection sauce with the alert on the stochastics. If I just blew your mind, I probably did. If you want to learn more, I would jump into the trading group. Look at my call right now, blasting up to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. And this happens a lot on the channel. Things that I look at start to make a bit of a move. 6% gains already out of DMTR. Indicator also gave a buy signal. I should have bought it blindly, but I'm also in a CWEB trade right now. But I kind of wish I had put the indicator money back in here. Bit of a shoulder head. That's your right shoulder and a blast to the upside. We found a gem, baby. We found a gem. So you can have the indicator all you want. I will still find the gem before you. I will search far and wide. I will spend hours searching the charts. I will just put in that work. So the indicator's not going to get you to stare at your screens and put in the work over and over and over again. I get an adrenaline rush from looking for coins. I get an adrenaline rush for finding the gem. I get an adrenaline rush from being a nerd in the charts. It does for me what it may not do for a lot of other people. I absolutely love that it does that for me, and now this is my life, right? It is what it is. One Earth was in a beautiful pennant. Look at that. It broke out, and that's a fake out. Fake out, fake down. How does that stop? You stop that from happening? Well, look. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. You had a head and shoulder on the stochastics RSI. You had your MACD high, and you were high in the RSI. Those were signals to get out of the trade. You also got super high once you got to this point, and you hit resistance. So that was your time to get out. Also, I bet you the bigger time frames, like the 4-hour or the daily, are, bearish divergence too. Calling it. That's swing up to swing up, or that's to swing down. No, it's bearish altogether. You're at resistance. It does want to break out bigger. It never made it to the target there at 67% gains. But you have to remember, 4-hour tried to play out. It did not get above resistance. It looked like it may have, but it did not. Not every trade's going to play out no matter how good it looks. It's just not, okay? Sushi could do some damage if we see DeFi really start to come back into the spotlight like Uni, Sushi. Sushi back to $1.44. That's insanity. I remember when it ripped back to 19 from $1. Indicators can't do proper research to find the gem. Shout out to Anku Kutsi Butsu, my man. Then Bearish, all of them fake body. Satoshi Nakamoto, my man. Thank you, Satoshi Nakamoto, for coming back from the dead to hang out with us. I appreciate it, man. Super Chat, CELR, CWEB, MBOX, Bull, and Roar. I thought we looked at Bull, Roar, and all those already. Create a new drink a game. Hair indicator, then drink. Man, that's horrible. I do not drink alcohol. I think it's a waste of life. I think with your skill with a BBWP will tell you when your trade will be looking even better. Just in my opinion. I think your skill with a BBWP. I used to never listen to anybody. Oh, that's just a Bollinger Band with percentile. Tell you right now, man, the indicator's even better than that. But I'm open-minded. I used to be super stubborn. I'd be like, no, get away from me. I'm not putting that indicator on. I kind of don't now. I'm still a little stubborn like that. But like right now, like Phoenix, I wouldn't trade it just because it's highly likely to come down to the bottom of the pattern here. Could break out to the upside, but you never know. Highly more likely it breaks to the downside 68% of the time, especially if you have an overbought 4-hour. But anything is possible, right? So you don't. I made an awesome video today, the top 5 exchange-based tokens Top 5 exchange-based tokens. Pretty hot video. You might want to check that video out. It's going to come out. I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but in a couple days. CELR was hot. MNET banged on them. Look, I put MNET in this channel. MNET would bang on them to the upside. And we like MNET. MNET, 33% gains. 33, babe. Larry Bird to the game. It's what I'm doing all day long is I'm looking through the coins, looking through the chats, finding out what's hot and what's not. BBW is what Crown uses. It's just measures the likelihood for volatility from the width of the Bollinger Bands. I tried it, but the MAs gave me the same information. Yeah, I'll look into it. Wonder why Phantom pumped today. Yeah, just because. I think Super Farm coin will pump soon or dump on me. Funny. Ooh, EPX looks hot. See? Talked about EPX breaking up to the upside, and there we have it to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. EPX. I was looking at this last night. 13% gains. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder. Fell out of the neckline. Broke to the upside. Like to just slap the indicator on there, see what it gave us. The indicator should give me a yellow diamond because my mind saw a yellow diamond. So we should get a yellow diamond there based on my mind, but we'll see. Yes, look. Oh my God, my mind's amazing. So my mind calls these bottoms through the way I've been able to teach myself how to trade through multiple time frames. This does it for you, so you don't have to look at multiple time frames. So this indicator, look, it's been super accurate this week. Like, I haven't seen one false yellow diamond yet. Danny, they've been nailing it. Like, Danny, I don't know what you did. You did tweak the sensitivity. It's been doing very well. It's been doing very well. I'm still not sold. I would even put myself to the test. Like, I'm not sold by myself. Like, that's how hard I'm hard on everything that I bring into my life. So we're going to be hard on this because it's going to represent us for a long, long time. It's got to be the best. It's got to be the best. There can be nothing better. There can be nothing better. Okay. But we nailed that. I mean, another 18% gain. I mean, look, this thing just prints money. Unbelievable. It should be illegal. CLH clearinghouse. That thing did a bit of a move. 4 hours still has movement too. 1 hour's overbought, so you would suggest you would come back to the bottom of your channel. How I play stuff like this is I find the channel, and then you're like, well, you got to come back down, and then you could play a quick channel pattern trade back to the upside if you like. Not saying you do that. I'm saying that's just what, a trader would do over time. DYP, DeFi Yield Protocol. Just saw super chats weren't posted yet. Started adding. I'll try back and see what you covered. Sorry if you already covered. Tapping into the source, my man. There's nothing called the Hurst exponent, which I've been studying too. The Hurst exponent. Yeah. Just moving the coins in 4 weeks. Satoshi. Interesting. Alphabet Crypto, there's a bullish divergence forming on OCC daily and weekly. That could potentially give a nice bounce at Alphabet Crypto. Just got back from an evening run. Still so hot. Shout out to Crypto Muser. You're the man, dude. Yeah, I went out for a little walk. Let's go Celtics. Shout out to the Celtics playing tonight. Big game tonight with the Celtics. How is my audio, Crypto Muser? Could it be any louder? And just every once in a while, my mixer gets to do this funny mix where it like gives me a little fake setting. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. 297, 300 people on the live. 247 people on the live. And we're about to hit our 8 o'clock time when I usually go live. People probably like jumping in now like, wait, why is he live now? What happened to the lifer? And again, see, I play any type of pennant I can find. A lot of people say that's not what we were taught. I was in a trading school. They're like, we weren't taught that. It doesn't work like that. And I'm like, it works like that for me, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get those gains. So if I listen to the teacher every time, then I wouldn't be here. You feel me? Then I wouldn't be here. Shout out to Voxel. 1 hour may pop on you. SLP looking, Tidal still looks like it may bang on you. I know it doesn't make any sense because Tidal's been the hot coin recently, but she been hot. 1 hour may move. Watch this shoulder, head, and shoulder, and watch the bigger time frame. You could get a dump. Nothing's guaranteed. Take a look back at Bitcoin. Still kind of in the wedge like we talked about, going sideways here on the 7-minute. This is expected. And now we know exactly what pattern it's in. We're going to watch it. That's a bit of a cup with a handle, too. It could break up. We'll watch it. We'll keep you posted on BTC because if BTC dumps hard, it's gonna wreck every single trade, no matter how nice the trade is. TVK Terra Virtual Collect. I used to buy a little bit of this back in the day. Love this project. Thought I could do numbers. A lot of these projects will get wiped out. 50-minute needs to come down to the downside before I touch it. I'm gonna move on. Car forming a bit of a flag here. Lack of liquidity, though. I don't like those candles. Tower, which reminds me of Kara. And metal did bang to the upside. Last night I was about to go to bed and I drew this pennant. This pennant would break on out for nice gains. Never hit the stop loss. 4%. Not a lot. MOVR wouldn't break out of that. Go sideways. Would come up and make a bit of a move there. TLM would break out of the falling wedge as expected. Fly is doing something interesting. Like, it just continues to the upside. And you can see here, you can start to form this pattern here, but you can see it's an ascending triangle. See this? Tells me that it should get tighter and tighter until it eventually wants to blast to the upside. Nothing's guaranteed at all, but you never know. You never know for Fly, right? For Fly. 1 second, I gotta check one thing. So sorry. Okay. Okay, we're good to go. We're good to go. So Fly might fly. You never know. Could be a nice move to the upside. We'll take a look at it. Fly. 25% gains coming out of that on the radar. Take a look at where the 15 minute is. 15 minutes coming down. Needs to reset a little bit. Take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour's beat wants to boom. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Possibly complex inverted. Could do damage. Wait for the 15 minute to come on low. I'll slap an alert on that 15. But this thing might do some damage. We take a look at the 4 hours. Well, 4 hours low. And it could be making the right shoulder there for another skip up out of the ascending. This is interesting. I would watch this for sure. I'm going to slip. This is a 1 hour trade. I would watch for the 15 minute entry. This is what I'm looking at here. Support and resistance. And a move to the upside here. Stops below. Always use a stop loss. Always use a stop loss. You must use a stop loss at all times. Please. Don't play yourself. And it's not funny. I heard someone laughing in the background. It's not funny. When I turn around, I write in the chalkboard. If I hear someone, the next time I turn around and I write on this chalkboard, if I hear someone snicker or laugh at me, you're in detention for the rest of the day. Who did it? Who did it? Which one was you? I heard somebody. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Love you all. Dude, we were at music class. I had this teacher, Mrs. Wong, for music. And, she taught us, like, the pentatonic scale by putting the, the glasses with water. And you'd be like, ding, dong, ding, 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 ding. And you put less water in each thing, right? And people would run up and, like, hit it with their pencil and run back. And she'd turn around. Who was that? Who touched the... I'd be like, we'd be like, what? And, like, eventually you get caught. You hit it and, like, you just be getting back to your seat. And she'd be like, it was you! And you'd be like, no. It's like, oh, man, we were crazy. Like, we messed with that woman. So crazy, man. Wasn't me, fam. Stop loss, then floss. You're funny, man. So, possible move for Fly here. Fly, pretty fly for a white coin. I'm pretty funny guy. Pretty fly for a white guy. But, Fly. We'll take a look at Fly here. Lifer indicator also gives DMTR a buy signal on that cup and handle. We shall see, though. We shall see. Nothing is guaranteed, right? Nothing is guaranteed. It's all about pattern recognition and then being able to see a lot of this in time, It's also knowing where Bitcoin's going. If you don't know where Bitcoin's going to go, then I wouldn't suggest trading an altcoin. If you can't chart Bitcoin, then you can't chart an altcoin because, some people say you can. I say no. I say I disagree. I say you got to go all the way. Down is better because that's how you actually get a banging entry and make real gains when the market goes back up. These people would just be wanting to go up with no strategy whatsoever. Bonilla 420, I love you, brother. PLA plumping, terrorizing poor Miss Wong. Yeah, we were, man. You were in my class? You said it like you were there. My God. Miss Wong Ho actually was her name, and that's not a joke. Miss Betty Wong. Mrs. Wong Ho. Her name was Mrs. Wong Ho. True story, man. And I'm not even trying to don't joke. You look that last name up, you'll see Wong Ho is a known last name. Watch. Wong Ho, surname, see? Meaning and last name. people from Wong Ho predominantly found. See, Mrs. Wong Ho, dude. Yep. She was no joke. She knew her stuff too. Bitcoin dumping now to the downside. Well, that's official. I mean, 7-minute, kind of a shoulder head and a kind of a right shoulder. We zoom into a 5-minute, not really. But what I will show you, I mean, this is a rising wedge. We did show you there's a chance the rising wedge makes it all the way back down to here. Okay, at the bottom of the pattern. However, touching the 200-day moving average, I feel like that's your capitulation wick. They're just kind of get the last few people out, wick them down, wick it back up, and pump it to the upside. 50-minute is extremely oversold. Oh, no, it's not. 50 minutes overbought. So sorry. I mean, that's going to come down, in my humble opinion. You didn't get above previous resistance. So let's delete everything here. That is previous resistance. You didn't get above it, and you rolled over in the stochastics. I mean, 15-minute is going to roll on you. And technically, remember what I said. We could be heading all the way back down here. Remember that. Everyone always says, oh, but you said, I didn't say anything. I showed you that is a possibility to make a flag, and if the flag stays, we'll pump. If the flag doesn't stay, we'll dump, and then I showed you other levels to watch if we did dump. I also reminded you this is a rising wedge that breaks down 68% of the time, and even if we pumped all the way up here, there's a chance we would come back down and end up back down here. So even if we were bullish tonight, there's a chance we end up back down. Miss Wong might be watching. Is PayPal the only way to pay the 99? No. To pay the 99, go right to the Me6 link and pay right here with Me6. You can pay with the Stripe account, Stripe app. Yeah. I think we have a bounce first, then dump. Oh, you like to use the word think. I like to take people's money who use the think word. I love that. Let's trade, man. I can take all your money. Just signed up for the beginners course on Tuesday. Y'all give me more details the day of. Yeah, you'll get a link like an hour before. You'll be all set. Don't worry. We got you. We got you locked in. My team does not forget. You're in, baby. You're in. Once I spent the night at a friend's house in high school, and when he fell asleep, I took almost all the labels from all the cans in his pantry. I took almost all. Why would you do that? That's so weird. I would never do that to somebody. My dad would slap me silly if I did something like that. My dad would never allow me to do something like that. I was afraid of my father. My father was a big, strong man that would slap me silly if I did anything silly. I don't think you should abuse your kids for any reason at all. And that's why I don't even think of hitting my kids, because I didn't really do anything, you know. My dad didn't really slap me silly, I'll be honest. But my dad was a big dude who you didn't want to slap, you know. What we loosen IP? What? We loosen up. It's funny. I totally do it to Sabrina. I would totally, take all the can labels off her house for her? I guess. I was raised like nothing was funny. Yes, sir, the old days. Yeah, you're funny. There we are getting that spike on the 7-minute. I'm telling you, man, it's a cup with a handle. Handle does want to boom out. So 7-minute was just resetting to the downside. 50-minute does have some more room, though. But we could flip up on the 7, make this shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. It's kind of crazy, but you can see it shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Okay. The faster you see the patterns, the faster you can make a move, the quicker you can get it in. When someone else is just still stuck like a deer in headlights, you can just be like, nope, I'm going to move right around that to the upside. Jordan was funny, man. I was watching Jordan yesterday, and he did like the funny face. And he's like, bulls, Bitcoin bulls, why bulls? You guys don't want it. I'll tell you, the price is going down, you bulls. You got it. He's funny, man. Are pranks even allowed anymore? I know, right? So what it sats. Sir, I just joined your 99 trading group on the Patreon, but I can't link with my Discord. It again asking for a payment. People keep saying that. That happens when the people link their wrong Discord. You have 2 Discords, and you're already, like, that's what happened. We're finding people have 2 different emails, and they make 2 Discords. This is what I find out. Again, it gets solved really quick. We have an amazing admin, and my wife's, like, become a pro at people who get this, confused with Discord. So just email CryptoLifers@gmail, and they'll figure it out for you, and they'll get you going. Shout out to Michael Hofericka, my man. Joined by the name of Altatash Khan. Yeah, just email my wife at CryptoLifers. She's right here on the live. She'll see your name. She'll take care of you. So glad you're here. Join the Discord 99. Oh, my God, everybody. Oh, my God, everybody. It's Michael Inpa! And he's back with a $500 super chat on a tired, quiet Saturday night. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I almost fell off the floor. It's Michael Pa, and he's back. The legend is back. The legend of Michael Pa has struck again. My goodness. Yo, you did it on the sly, Mike, too. You did it on the low. You just kind of subtly, just like, a little bop. Just a little boop, boop. Michael, man, we love you, man. Shout out to each. Reveal yourself. My wife demands you reveal yourself. She's like, who is he? He just disappeared into the midst. And I was like, he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to Michael Pa. I'm going to Encore tonight. No, I'm just joking. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. What a beautiful night it is to be alive in the 15-minute here. Highly likely to come back down to the bottom of the pattern now. Unless we can get a boost up for Bitcoin. We're fighting the zone here, but this looks scrumptious. Michael, you're going to love the new indicator, man. You already bought it, basically. You already paid for it, so you basically can get it. Because I did the math the other day, man. 13, dude. Come on. That's number 14. Come on, man. Like, you're the man, dude. That's 7. That's 7. You're out of your mind. I love you with all my heart. I hope I can do something for you in the future. I think I've done it. You say I've done enough, but I would love to actually, like, meet you in person one day and just say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're a hardworking dude, Michael. I bet you are too, man. I bet someone that can throw $500 super chats is a hardworking dude too. I guarantee you are, man. I guarantee you are. So thank you for you and yours. Shout out to you, man. Michael coming in beast mode. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's get those likes all the way up to the watchers. Come on. Why do I got to beg for 309 likes? Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. I love you all. Let's do it. We can do it together. We can do it. We can do it together. This is looking scrumptious to me, this air weave. It's been hot. It's been hot, kind of going sideways, bit of an inverted, back to the upside here. Can I put my best Bob Costa voice on and show you how we do it here? It's the game. Celtics versus the Heat. You know, look at Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum for the three-pointer and counted for the basket. My goodness, the last time we saw Jason Tatum with 30 points. Unbelievable. Shout out to each and every one of you. Jimmy Butler coming in here. Hope Jimmy Butler has a weak game tonight. I can start doing the funny things like, you know, I could be a Bob Menery. I mean, did you see the way he looked at the guy? I mean, looked like he was going to, I shouldn't say this on the camera, but it looks like he was going to slap the shit out of him. I couldn't believe it. I was like, my God. Last time I saw a player do that, it was Larry Bird versus Magic. When you read Lifers testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Bitcoin hits 25 by Monday morning. Go short. Shout out to Lenita the Finn. He's saying Bitcoin goes short. Anything is possible, my man. Anything is possible, but we got to get through that 4-hour being, low first, but anything is possible. Shout out to Graham Dixon. Let's keep learning and earning. Much appreciated, lifers. Shout out to Graham Dixon for the $20 super chat. Much respect to you and yours, Graham. I love you. Much respect to you and yours. I love you, man. When I make 1 million, I can come eat lobster with you and the wifey, Jennifer Morrison. Anytime, Jenny. Anytime, J-Mo. Can I call you J-Mo? That's like Jameson, but J-Mo. Shout out to Jenny Morrison in the house. Morrison is a good Irish last name. Strong Irish girl there, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Michael Pa is a clever man. Anyone who can change the energy in a room like that knows what they are doing. Respect, my man. Shout out to Vimal Reki. Everyone, let's live a little backstory. I like to give backstories here. Vimal, became a lifer, joined the trading group, part of the trading group. He was in there hanging out. He liked the vibes. He liked the movement. He took a course. I think he took both courses, the MetaMask and the beginner's course. I think he even took a one-on-one. I met him, through the online Vimeo way, why am I calling it Vimeo? But, through Zoom. I loved his vibe, man. I could tell he always got that good energy, good vibe. And he said, hey, man, I'm going to D.C. I live in the UK. I never get to go to the United States. I'm going to be a stone's throw away from Boston. He said, hey, if I can come through and just have lunch with you, whatever I could, he's like, no pressure. You don't have to, but let me know. And I was like, dude, that would be amazing. And I reached out and he flew in and we had lunch last weekend, 2 weekends ago now. Isn't that crazy how it's already been 2 weeks, man? Feels like yesterday. It was Mother's Day. We hung out. He basically gave me a Mother's Day dinner. Nah, but we had fun, man. Shout out to you and yours, man. Much respect. So this air weave looks like it's in a bit of a flag here. It could break up to the upside. Looking scrumptious. 15-minute, 1 hour trying to flip on you. 4 hour has momentum. It has, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's showing some signs of life here. A little iffy on the 1 hour, but showing some signs of life that it could bounce. Always use a stop loss. That's what I always use, a stop loss. Always make sure, if I'm not using a stop loss, I'm staring at the trade, and if it goes below a certain level, I'm out, you know? So I'm using an actual stop. Love it. Love you, bro. Shout out to Vimmel Recky, my man. We love you, Vimmel. I knew it. Boston. Yeah, I'm all the way from the main streets of Boston. Shout out to Jenny Moe. Jenny, you know you love Boston. You know you go visit the Morrisons. Come hang out with the Morrison family. Yeah, small. That chart, that's just not good enough for me. 1.4 to make 4 point. I don't make trades like that. Too small, in my humble opinion. Too small, in my humble opinion. Michael Pa's illegitimate child. Yeah, I think I am Michael Pa's illegitimate child. Like, somehow, some way, he was like, man, Sam is my son. When 50K. Anytime, right? I'm not shorting yet. Been bedridden since Wednesday, since managed to come in and hit that like button. I'm so sorry, Wayne Mustafa. We love you, man. Prayers to Wayne Mustafa. I hope you're okay, man. Moment of silence for you. I hope you're not bedridden soon. I hope whatever's hurting you, and I hope you're going to be all right, man. Sending you good energy, good vibes, and recoveries. Vimmel, send him that recce, man, right away. He needs it. He needs it, man. We got you, baby. We got you. We're going to send you that energy across the pond, my man. Shout out to you and yours. Thank you for working so hard. Anytime, man. I like working hard. When you love what you do, it never feels like work, man. You just keep doing it. Lifer does lunch. Anytime, man. Anytime. The original stop loss. Your own attention. Exactly. Cal DeRonster, my man. The original stop loss, right? I love you. And you've been with me since day one, too, man. I love you, Kevin. I hope you and yours are having a wonderful time. Will you check out KYL? Let's take a look at KYL. We got a whole group here. Let's take a look at the super chats. We got CELR. We got CWEB. We got MBOX. We got Bull. We got Roar. We got SHIB. That may partner with Red Bull, too, as well. Let's take a look at CELR from my man, obviously, Tori McFarlane, right? Let's take a look at it here. CELR, USDT. And we can find that on KuCoin as well. Also on Binance and a plethora of other places. CELR, decentralized cell phone network, right? Where we all want to be. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder there. That's an inverted head and shoulder, if I've ever seen one, okay? And inverted head and shoulders are what? What are inverted head and shoulders, everybody? They make two patterns. What are they? Anyone paying attention? Anyone that was here on the live stream this morning? We went over this morning. What is an inverted head and shoulder? Waiting for the answer here. Waiting for the answer. Your energy is amazing. Give thanks. Shout out to Albert Brown, man. Your energy is amazing, man. I love you. You're here. I'm here. We're all here together, baby. Don't argue with Kevin. I'm the only one who can. LOL. You're funny, man. Cheers, my man. Love you all, man. Don't worry, man. We're going to get you back 100%. We're going to beam you up, man, all the way to the moon, kid. An ascending triangle. Shout out to at Dingo 8 My Satoshi. That's right. An inverted head and shoulder happens to also play out as an ascending triangle. If you did as much craziness as I have in the charts and spend your 10,000 hours playing around, you would have come to find out this to be a truth as well as me. This is the measured move to the upside here. This is what we're looking at for CELR. And CELR could actually gain some steam here. 1 hour actually swinging to the upside. Let's take a look at that 4 hour. 4 hour does have momentum, although it's pointing down. However, it's getting tight in the zone. Could see a movement here. Could see a movement daily, kind of Well, it has only been on KuCoin a little bit, though. So you look at it on Binance for a better chart, technically. Support and resistance locked in and loaded. Possible CELR makes a bit of a move here. Am I guaranteeing it? No. Do I like the trade? I don't know why I don't personally like the trade as much. Inverted head and shoulders in a reverse pattern to the upside. Exactly, Amy. Yeah, I went to Penn State. Is Michael Pa related to Joe Pa? We don't know. Now we're going to track it down. There's enough people on this live stream. We know enough people around the world. We could track it down. Everybody, I got my Labradorite inside of a MNET here. I also keep it on the table. Recently found more Labradorite areas where you can see it. Actually comes off the side here. It's interesting how you find more essence. There's more Labradorite essence. I don't think you can see the essence there. Oh, you can see the essence there a little bit. So it's blank, and then when you really get down on it, like you can see an essence that like you never really would normally see, like a golden. Pretty crazy. Labradorites in a very, very intuitive Rock to have around. Gem. Hey, Lifer, coming from dinner and boom, you're on. Love it. Shout out to Thomas Semenich. You remind me of eating a sandwich. Money is a tool. Get enough tools and you can build. When you build for the people. It's happening on his channel. Very rare. Shout out to my man, Michael Ba. I love you, my man. I like you. Thank you so much. Michael Ba says, money is a tool. Get enough tools and you can build. When you build for the people. It's happening on this channel. Very rare. Shout out to Michael, man. We love you. It's amazing what you just said. You gave me goosebumps, man. Like, you're inspiring me. You're inspiring me. Extremely well said. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Rex Gordon. Dude, man, I love you, Rex. Rex, man. See, Rex is like an older dude. No, not that old. I'm not trying to say, but I have people in my group that are like voices of reason. Rex looks out for me. Like, Rex is a wiser, older man. Looks out for me, man. I feel like I have mentors of life in my group. Because just because I know the charts doesn't mean I know everything else. There's guys that know a lot more about life in my group than I do. Shout out to each and every one of you that look out for me every day. I feel that from you guys. Even if you don't say it, I feel it. You protect the group. You respect the group. And you've always been a part of what I've been trying to build. And I really, really, really greatly appreciate it, man. Shout out to Rex and Chad, man. Both of you guys always holding me down. I appreciate it. Jennifer Morrison, you need a kitten, Lifer? I do need a kitten. You got a kitten? I'll take a kitten. I am allergic to cats, so I need Siberian because I heard Siberian cats will not make me allergic. Crypto Dingo Martin is wondering where you've been, man. Crypto Dingo works hard. Don't get me wrong, man. Don't worry. Crypto Dingo's doing all sorts of stuff. If he's not around, it means he's doing something for you without you even knowing it. You have the best channel out there. Keep us engaged and educate us. Good job. Keep up the good work. Shout out to Gobbin Shagil. My man, shout out to you and yours all the way from the pond. I don't know if you're from across the pond, but I think you are with a name like that, but you never know. You never know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 313 likes, 308 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Labradette is my favorite stone too. Got to fabricate some once. Oh, that's kind of cool, man. Matt, you get to fabricate a lot of stuff. The other day you were like, I'm fabricating. Hey, Lifer, what is your thoughts on Super? Someone keeps asking about Super. Send it in a Super Chat if you can. I'll take a look at it, though. I'll take a look at it. Seller, let me finish this. Let me finish the Super Chats that we got to go through here first, though. Seller, CWEB, MBOX. Let's take a look at CWEB and MBOX. CWEB's the one that's supposed to pop for me based on the blind buy of the indicator. Seller could make a move here out of the inverted head and shoulders to the upside. Seller. And again, I just post things for you to rechart. I'm not guaranteed that anything's going to go up. Every once in a while, I'll say, hey, man, this is like, I'll try to say something. But at the end of the day, I can never tell you what to buy and sell. I can never push you into anything. I'm not a pushy guy, and I don't want to force anyone to do anything. I don't think forcing people to do anything I think that's horrible. What we've gone through in the last few years, people forcing things, I'm not even going to mention it, but it's just not cool. I would never do that to you, okay? When I'm president, yeah, I'm just saying, but I may vote for president one day. You never know. You never know. Wow, DUSK just came on KuCoin. It's been on Binance for a long time, but it just came on KuCoin. Trying to make some moves here. DUSK on the radar here. Could make a move out of the falling wedge to the upside. You never know. We'll look at KYL as well. I don't know if did that get added to the list. Let's double check here. Can I get a moderator to add more to the list, man? More likes than watchers. It happens all the time. We got 316 likes and less watchers. I bet we have more watchers than they say. They start to do that. They start to play that game too. I don't know why, but they play that game, Anyway, we don't really care. We figure it out no matter what. We know who we are. We know who the lifers are. I DCA into seller. It's basically another Polygon. Interesting. Hey, you heard what he said. I don't DCA into seller, but I just read a comment. He DCAs into seller. It's a good idea. If that's what sounds like he believes it's a good idea. And if he believes it's a good idea, then it probably is for him. So look why I like CWEB, because CWEB's getting tight. It's keep going sideways and sideways, but it's getting extended. Okay. Again, when we slap it on the indicator, I believe, is calling a bottom here for CWEB, and that's why I jumped on it. Blind. Indicator blind buy. I also found it to be something on my radar. Then I slapped the indicator on it, but it has the blind buy. It has that there, but anything is possible. Nothing's guaranteed. Take a look at the 4 hour as well. You're getting a little extended in the 4 hour. However, you're getting low on the stochastics. Could get a move to the upside. Not giving any buy signal, just a buy signal here on the 1 hour. So scalped it on the 1 hour. We'll see. It did give us a move. Like, we did go up. Let's take a look. Technically, from the actual buy signal right there. Ooh, look, it just slipped to a new buy signal. I've never seen a move like that, Danny. That's the first time. It technically, even with the wick, look at that. It technically, it cleaned up for 4%. With the wick, it did clean up for 4% already. It's giving another buy signal right here, which is interesting. You saw it happen right now. The buy signal just came in right now for CWEB. I'm already in it. I'm trying to get them gains, 22% gains. We'll see. We shall see. Anything is possible. Kadena will be the king. I think Kadena's hot. Fly trying to move. Actually, Fly looks like it could be pushing up to the upside now. I would be watching Fly. DMTR banged on him. Someone's telling me it's pumping. Let's take a look here at DMTR. Woo! Woo! And there you go. 13% gains if you had jumped in at the beginning of the channel here when we first cup and handled this thing to the upside. Charts pumping live every single day here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's take a look at MBOX. MBOX. Not doing intervals here. MBOX here on KuCoin as we keep it moving. Shout out to each and every one of you. Now, I know it's been stuck at 303 for mad long. I know it never does that. So I think we have 700-800 people on the live. They're just not showing it. They're just, I don't know why, but we're moving fast, man. We're getting subs fast. They let me breathe, and we're starting to wreck shop. So MBOX just got added to KuCoin too. Wasn't on KuCoin a long time ago. Just got added to KuCoin in the last few hours, up 7%. We're gonna look at MBOX on the Binance chart because I need that information. It's like everything else, right? In these channels, like they're all following Bitcoin. What I don't like about these are rising wedges that break down, and they're bearish to me, especially at the end of a flag here. What you really want is a bearish. You want this to shoulder head, and you want the shoulder to come back, make it inverted, and then start to build. To me, this is a continuation pattern to the downside. Like, you don't break above these resistance points. I mean, you're going to dump, and you're going to dump the length of the pole here for MBOX. And MBOX is going to collapse back to 41 cents. I mean, ooh. Alt-H will give you that horizontal line. I would watch this. Looks like it's going to pump like this. Back to the top of the pattern, but looks like that's all you're going to get. Again, Bitcoin could pump back up, find a bottom, and this whole market will rip, and you'd be buying the actual bottom right now. So I'm not trying to tell you I know what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I used to be a young trader who thought I knew everything, and I'd say, oh, it's going here. It's, Bitcoin can never go to 10K. You'd hear me say stuff like that all the time. Bitcoin can never go to 12K. It just can't. There's too many institutional buyers. La, la, la. I'm not saying that. Someone could take that out of context. I'm re-quoting myself from when I was young. I used to say things like that. I don't say things like that anymore. 700 viewers, only 300 likes. Smash the like. Shout out to each and every one of you for being on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Yeah, 700 viewers. Just keep saying it. We got 700. Lies. We had 600 Friday. I know a lot of people know I don't go live on the weekends, though. They might think. I think a lot of people might have showed up early bird style. Wow, we did. Look, right when that happened, we got a bit of a move there. So we'll see. 1 hour is pointing to the upside with momentum, right? Just the old school indicators are giving you the move, giving you the vibes, giving you the feels, right? Let's take a look at Bull. And Bullverse has been hot, I have to admit. I mean, with a name like Bullverse, why wouldn't you want to play that thing, right? It's been very wafy. So yeah, it's been very, funny coin to play. Almost looks Hikanashi the way it had so many red coins in a row there. Could make a move here. Let's take a look at the 15-minute as well. 15-minute is high. Would never touch a coin when the 15-minute's that high, even if it pumps. I've seen it pump. I've seen a pump go at me, but that's just not my style. I wait for it to come on down, put an alert down there, wait for that alert to hit. If I miss out, then I miss out. Okay. Bullverse could make a move here. It's continuing to the upside. It's just very funny looking, very scant looking order book. Possible shoulder head and a right shoulder, even though it's sloppy, though. You could be making that right shoulder to the upside. Very weird pattern, I have to admit. My whole life, it's like a very strange pattern to look at. Let's take a look at Roar. Could Roar go for more? Alpha Dex has been hot. And honestly, like you said, let's take a look. We got the 22% gains out of that quick scalp. Here, you're going to be taking a Fibonacci pull here. And you're going to pull your Fib. And you're going to see that you're at the golden pocket and the 706, which is Fibonacci retracement level for institutions where they like to leave their mark. You also see this shoulder, this head, and this is an elongated right shoulder. I've seen that play out, even though I know you don't believe me. I know it sounds insane, but it has in my lifetime. It's nuts. It's absolutely absurd. It should never, but it does. It's so wrong that it's right, you know that day. You know those things. They're so wrong, they're right. You know what I mean? Anyway, we are getting tight into a channel here. If I get rid of the bigger channel and I just look at here too, look, you're slightly semi-cup and handling it. You're pushing to the upside on the 1 hour. Look at the 50 minutes high. You ain't touching it. 50 minutes high, ain't touching that. Ain't touching it. Rejection. And says we could even be back in the pattern and maybe we make it down here for another touch. I put an alert down here. I wouldn't touch this to the 50-minute reset, and I could be wrong. It could pump in 2 seconds. You have to remember that. I am not GOD. Not anything I say is not held as crypto. But daily, very overbought. Or 4 hour, very overbought. Daily's high. See, well, everyone's want to skip out. Daily wants to dump on you. And you have tweezer tops in the daily. You could see more downside, even though you could play some fun. The GOAT. Shout out to Mr. Smurvington in the house, man. I love you, brother. You were with me since day one, man, when it all started, man. Another Mass guy. All the way from Massachusetts out there in Colorado, kicking it. I love you, Mr. Smurvington, man. Remember many late nights we traded, many late nights from 12 to 4 a.m. through those bull runs. I saw you take many of a gain. He said he saw my video about my cup and handle, and he was never the same. He said he started trading the cup and handle, and his mind was blown, and he was never the same, man. Shout out to Mr. Smurvington. We love you, man. You're the go-to, man. I love you. I love you like a brother. You know that. You know that. I've met so many awesome people through this journey on my live and on this channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And like some of you have become you become my family. You've all become my family. Some people even closer. Some people my brother and sister. Like Zero, man. You've been with me since day one. Zero used to throw in 20, 30, 40. Zero probably blessed me with $1,000 in super chats in my lifetime. Like each and every one of you has done so much to support me, to love me, to help me. It's like I really feel like I'm a baby of the world. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like the world has babied me and taken care of me. I sound insane, but man, each and every one of you has, you know, you're always like, Lifer, make sure you get some good sleep. Lifer, take care of yourself. Lifer, we're here behind you. Lifer, no worries. Lifer, the support you guys give me every day is amazing. I remember when I showed up and it was Stack and Smurf, always holding it down, right? Remember that? Remember that? Man, we got legacy now. We got years, man. What do we get when joining the trading group if we've never traded before? If you've never traded before in your entire life, right? Number one, we're doing a special, okay? If you join the beginner's course, all right, we will give you 1 month for free. So sign up for the beginner's course. We'll give you a month for free into the trading group, okay? That's $99 value right now because we want a lot of people to learn. So take the beginner's course. It's Tuesday 3 to 5, and then we'll give you access to, once you're in the group for a month, we know most people will never leave. So with honestly under 40 in the 99, maybe in the 20s. Yeah, we were like, we had like 20 people in the trading group, right? So crazy, man. I still can't believe it, like how far we've come. Like, that's because we love you, Sam. Shout out to Jedi M, man. You the best, bro. Thank you. I can't do it without each and every one of you. I can't show up every single day without the support. I can't show up every single day without a day off. I can't do every single night after a whole day. Like, come on. Each and every one of you really, really help me. You hold me down. You support me. I mean, there's so much. It just, I don't know how many times I use the word love during the live, but I use it a lot because that's what it's all about, you know? We went over this. We talked about this being a rising wedge, which would break down, right? 68% of the time, and that the measured move was right here. So far, that has been happening and has been breaking down. However, it's trying to hold this level, the Kylan network on KuCoin. Rounded tops don't pay the bills either. What I love about this thing's really cool. If you go this way, it's that way. But if you delete it and you go left to right, it's an upward one. A lot of people don't know that. Ah, yeah, I gave you a little trick there. There's your resistance. You need to break back above there. Heavy resistance in this zone. I don't know. Rounded tops don't pay the bills. I will tell you that. Rounded tops don't pay the bills. You know, if anything, what if we pump to the upside and we make an inverted cup and handle with a measured move with length of the cup down here? And look, if I flip this upside down, I'm just making a cup and handle. See that? See how the mind works? Though the mind is so beautiful, man. We can project into the future. I'm not saying anything is possible or guaranteed. I'm not saying any of this is guaranteed, but it is possible. It is possible. And that's KYL. Someone asked for KYL. Do we get your daily trades in the beginner's course too, or is that separate? The beginner's course is a 1-2 hour session. Okay, it's not like you're sitting there for weeks at a time. It's a 1-2 hour session, and I leave you with a PowerPoint and some tips and tricks to keep you moving. My life was never the same. I learned to trade, put away a bunch of money, and played the cup and handle on USD JPN to open my business. Look at that, man. Did you finally quit the job, man? Did you quit your job? Dingo, you know I love the hidden bullish. Oh man, you have favor, CL. That's why a man's life can begin so low and be so trying to gain the compassion and the wisdom necessary to raise up others. You have favor, CL. That's why a man's life can begin so low and be so trying to gain the compassion and the wisdom necessary to raise up others. Because what I'm doing is just what I'm doing, but you're telling me it's something that I learned through all my life's goals and everything. But like, I just want people to be happy, man. I just want other people to be happy. Like, you obviously do too. You threw me $500 today. Like, you obviously want other people to be happy as well. Like, it shines, man. Like, and honestly, this is a meeting place for people with great energy. This is a meeting place for people with vibes. This is the house I want to move into. I know exactly where it is. I think about it every day. I look at it every day. I envision exactly where I want to end up. I'm going to be in that house. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see me live streaming there in 3 to 4 years from now. I'm going to be in that house. That's going to be my house. I know exactly where it is. I know exactly what I want to do. I'm going to move in there. That's my desire. That's my plan, and it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I know it in my heart of hearts. All right. I'm so close. I'm within a matter of weeks of quitting my day job. Yo, that's awesome, man. I knew you were when I met you, man, because you were close a year ago, and I was like, it's going to take him a little more than he realizes, but he's there. He's mentally gone. Those charts in the Discord just give me like a dang dopamine rush. Like, seriously, it's awesome. Big energy. Shout out to Michael Benitez. I have a strong feeling you'll be in your home possibly sooner than expected. You'll be there in your home possibly sooner than expected. I think so too, man. I think so too, Michael Pa. I think so too. I have a strong feeling you'll be there in your home possibly sooner than expected. I can't wait, man. Will you do me the favor of coming over one day? You know what I'm saying? When I meet you, dude, it's going to be weird. It's going to be like goosebumps if I ever even get the chance. Finally should be able to get in the courses. Been a long road since my accident. This group is going to launch me to where I belong. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Shout out to Bill McDonough. He does, man. He does. I'll race you. Shout out to Vimareki. You get into that house before me. You better let me in. You better let me in if you get in there before me. He's like, I'm going to look up the name of that house. I'm going to find it. I'm going to go there one day, go to buy it, and Vimal's going to open the door. Hello. I'm like, Vimal, dang it, Vimal. He's going to be like, you can take the one next door. I bought them both. I'm like, all right, thanks, man. He's like, come on in, bro. Finally should be able to get in the courses, man. We love you, Billy. I got to hit up my brother in Gloucester this summer. You got to come for a boat day, my dude. I will, man. I will. We'll hang out. Congratulations, brother. Super happy for you and inspired by seeing you do the work. Calderonster, man. You're funny even after 15 years. Really? I still make my wife laugh. She loves me, man. She loves me. She loves me. What's not to love? Everybody loves Jerry. Remember that? How can anybody not love Jerry? How can anybody not love you, Jerry? I don't know, Ma. I don't know. I love that. That's so funny about that show. Like, because no mother believes that anyone couldn't love you, right? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, how can anybody not love you? Like, I'm your mom. Like, man, inspirational stuff on here tonight. Shout out to each and every one of you. Hey, anything can happen to you in your life. Look, anything can happen to you in your life. But you gotta want them, you gotta want it, and you gotta push forward, and you gotta break out of the regular life, and you can't just take it for granted. You gotta want it. And I'll meet you halfway. If you want to be around amazing people, we're here for you every single day. We're here for you every single day. I don't take days off. I'm here on Christmas. I'm here on New Year's. My wife was giving birth. I was there. It does not matter. I will be there, man. I will be there. So shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, it can. And you never know what will happen tomorrow. You never know. My brother lives in Beantown too. But we get in an Irish brawl every time we see each other. Man, for once, can you just hang out for the lifer? One more question. How much are the one-on-one sessions with the lifer champ? They're expensive, man. They're expensive. You ask my wife. If you beg my wife, she'll email cryptolifers@gmail and say how much you want it. And my wife kind of makes it. Right now, they're about $300 an hour. They really are. And I hate to be rude, but my time is just so valuable. And I can make $300 an hour trading very easily. So anything lower than $300 an hour, I do lose money, but I don't mind losing money as long as I can help you do something. So my goal isn't money. My goal is to help you, right? So that's the key. Stackman change. Yeah, I finally really dove into that thing for the last 2 days straight. It got me super excited. I feel like a Forex trader by using a charting to wait and exchange my yen at the local top. You're funny, man. Okay, shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And CWEB gaining a little chunkiness there. Can it get the move? Can it get the move? Haven on the radar. Let's go back into BTC for a split second before I jump on out of here for the night. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. So Bitcoin just been playing games at the 29.4 area. Like, it's just having fun. And look, as we said, this did end up breaking up to the upside. See, like, no matter what the little time frame did, the 1 hour was oversold and in a falling wedge that wanted to break up, right? We show the smaller time frame, that 7 minute. That 7 minute did break out of the flag that we talked about. Look at this. We went over this. See that? So insane how it all works out. But as long as you can see it and zoom in to boom in, you know, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. So it's likely we're moving up as the 7 minute suggested to the upside. That's what we said at the beginning of this live stream when we started. And it looks like we're going to have a nice night trading. All coins are going to boom out because USDT pairs should go up to the upside. Someone asked about PYR on the indicator. I'll be nice enough to throw it at you. Let's show you. Look, there was your buy. There's your sell. It's kind of what we're doing with CWEB right now, so I'm hoping CWEB does the move. Let's take a look at PYR, Vulcan Forge. And considering some of these gaming coins all just got a big boost up, Vulcan Forge kind of should follow suit in a way. I'm going to delete all my old work here. We're going to look at it again. It is giving you, I'll give you a quick buy and sell signal. It did kind of hover the bottom there with these rocket chips, but it gave you a few other ones. Tries to find the bottom. It's never going to be perfect. You're going to have to assess and use the tools that you see, you know, in your favor. Vulcan Forge could break out of this. I've seen it happen. This is the B Pro special. B Pro was in this exact shape when it boomed out. But I don't know, indicator's not giving any love right now, but you could see a move. I'd have to look at it on my own. Shout out to everybody. I'm out of here for the night. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Oh my God, I didn't know the ticker wasn't there this whole time. I deleted the ticker accidentally. Oh, when I took away the stream. Where's the ticker? There it is. Silly, man. My ticker disappeared. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Join the group. Taking the beginner's class is life-changing. J-Red, I like what he's saying, man. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Joining the group and taking the beginner's course is life-changing. Dude, I have to write that. I'm like posting that to my trading group right now. That was inspirational, bro. Like, no lie. Like, that is so inspirational. Are you kidding me? That's insane, dude. Super chat, SHIB partnered with the Red Bull. Yeah, I mean, that's not a super chat. That's just good news. Should be trade smart, people. Crypto is life. Unfortunately, weekend is good for the DXY, and my pockets, but it's bad for Bitcoin, right? Trading tutoring sessions with the lifer will change your life. He will provide you with everything you need to succeed. Yo, Mr. Smurfington, man, he took a course a year ago, if not more. He changed his life. Come up so I can hold you. Ooh, that sounds like a nice time. Shout out to each and every one of you. I love you all. Have a wonderful time. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't play yourself. Do the right thing. Help somebody else out. Remember that only you know your true potential. I say this every day because only I knew my true potential. No one around me knew it. Nobody around me had any clue, but I did, and I just had to go for it. Thank you, Michael Pa. Thank you to everybody that's sending the super chats. Thank you to all my moderators, Love Lord, Calder Ronster, DJ Porto Rock, Crypto Wifer, Wayne Mustafa, Adingo 8, My Satoshi, Stack McChange, Crypto Muser, and each and Calder Ronster. Love you, Kevin. And each and every one of you who jumped on into the live tonight. Zero Allegiance, my man. I don't want to forget anybody, but I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you back on the live tomorrow night for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. I love you all. Have a great night. Be safe.